So today's video is going to be about MF Doom, and as you guys know, I make a lot of videos about celebrities who wear a mask, and it's crazy because yesterday on December 31st, we got the news that a rapper called MF Doom died, and he is known for wearing a mask. Everybody who loves lyrical rap and rhyme schemes and stuff like that, we know about MF Doom. I found out about him back in 2018 when I first started getting into like lyrical rap and stuff like that. So he is one of the greatest of all time in my opinion, but that doesn't change the fact that he most likely faked his death. So of course, all the pictures you see of him, he's wearing a 33 jersey. They even posted it on his Instagram the day that he died, or the day that we got the news that he died, because for some reason, he actually died back in October 31st, which is Halloween. And as you guys know, Halloween is the holiday for wearing a mask, right? Everybody disguises themselves on Halloween. Halloween is literally the day of the mask, you know what I mean? Like everybody's wearing a mask, everybody's disguising themselves. So it makes sense that they would fake his death on Halloween, you know what I mean? And what makes it funnier is that 2020 is the year of the mask, They forced everybody to wear a face mask. What are the odds that the most famous rapper who wears a mask dies on the year of the mask? So there's a lot of pictures of him wearing this Patrick Ewing New York 33 jersey, which I will get to in a little bit. And of course, they posted this picture a lot too, where he's throwing up the 666. And a funny connection with that, MF Doom equals 66. Now, the weird thing about this post is that his wife posted this, and she said that he transitioned on October 31st. You got to pay attention to all the hints and little clues that they give us. Every time something like this happens, it's all a big riddle, you know what I mean? Like they leave little hints and little pieces here and there that we got to pick up and, put everything together. So this was everything that I found. So this jersey is Patrick Ewing's jersey, right? The New York Knicks 33. So what are the odds that Patrick equals 33? So another funny coincidence is that he's from England, but he lived in New York, right? So he has a New York jersey and he lived in New York. New York equals 33, and he died in October, or should I say he faked his death in October, and October equals 33. October is the only month that sums up to 33 in Gematria, and it's just crazy how much these two words connect. 111, 111, 39, 39, 78, 78, and then 33 and 33. Now look at this. MF Doom has an album called Doomsday, right? Doomsday equals 33, Doctor Doom equals 33, and England equals 33, which is where he's from. And on top of that, the 39s right here, and then the 93, 69, 96, another 93, 39. So it's so many connections right there. This is one big riddle. Now here's where it gets interesting. So he's wearing a New York jersey, right? So what are the chances the day that they announce his death, right? The New York Knicks lose with 83 points. And in case you're new here, death equals 38, rapper equals 38, murder equals 38, killing equals 38. And on top of that, they announce his death on New Year's. New Year's equals 38. So New York and New Year have 7 letters, right? The New York Times Square is the most popular place known for doing the ball drop every New Year on TV, you know what I mean? So if you guys want to know more about why New Year's is a pagan holiday, if you want to learn more about the origins of New Year's, go watch my video that I made last New Year. I dropped it on January 1st, 2020. Go check that video out. I will leave a link to it in the description of this video, and it's going to show up at the end of this video, the last 20 seconds, it will show up on the screen. So go watch that video. But I'm going to make a part 2 to that video because recently I realized how much of a scam New Year's is and how much of a scam time is in general. So stay tuned for my New Year's video that I'm going to drop pretty soon. But moving along, MF Doom was 49 years old at the time of his death. He calls himself the villain because Dr. Doom is a villain, and the villain equals 49, Dr. Doom equals 49, and dead equals 94, which is 49 in reverse. In case you guys didn't know, MF Doom's son died December 18, 2017, which is exactly 49 weeks after MF Doom's birthday. So what are the chances of that? You know, he dies at age 49 and his son died 49 weeks after his birthday. And to top it off, dead equals 94, which is 49 in reverse. Now, this is where it gets super interesting. So, if somebody dies, why are they just going to say no cause of death was given? You know what I mean? Like, and we're just all supposed to believe that? Like, just, oh, no cause of death was given, and that's what it is. Like, what do you mean no cause of death was given? That clearly means that he didn't die. Or else they would say, you know, he died because he was obese, he died from cancer, you know, whatever. No. They literally said no cause of death was given. And another crazy thing about this is that, like, a month or two ago, there was a video somebody made about MF Doom. And in the thumbnail, they put RIP MF Doom. It dropped like 3 months ago. But I remember seeing that and I was like, wait, did MF Doom die? And I looked it up and I was like, no, he's still alive. And then I was like, wow, I wouldn't be surprised if he dies pretty soon. And then here we are 3 months later and he died. So it's so much predictive programming and it's so obvious and in front of our face that he faked his death. And even his son faked his death because the same thing happened when his son died. It says the cause of death was never revealed. Never. So we still, to this day, 3 years later, we still don't know how his son died. And we're just supposed to believe it. And now his dad dies, and there's still no cause of death even though he died 2 months ago. So how does it take 2 months to find out the cause of death? So none of this just makes sense, you know what I mean? Like, if you have common sense and you realize that the world is a stage, you know, these characters, these actors, they were just taken off of the world stage, you know. They didn't actually die. You know, their character that is perceived in the media and the world died. You know, they sacrificed their character. But the real person behind the mask is still alive, you know what I mean? MF Doom was born in 1971. And his name, Daniel DeMille, equals 71. He wore the Patrick Ewing jersey, right? Well, Patrick Ewing also equals 71. Sacrifice equals 17. You know, 71 in reverse. And, you know, the zeros, they don't count. 0 has no value. And once again, you know, I don't believe any of these people are getting sacrificed. You know, to me, people who make videos saying somebody got sacrificed, that's a distraction in my opinion. Because the actual person is not getting sacrificed. It's just that their character is getting sacrificed, you know, in the media and all of that. So the real person is still alive. If he even existed, which I'll get to in a little bit. So another 71 is that he died 71 days before his birthday. Supposedly he died on Halloween, October 31st. And that's exactly 71 days before his birthday, which is January 9th. And another thing I just noticed is that it's funny how he died 9 days before his birthday. Because his birthday is coming up in 8 days. So that's kind of crazy. You know, he's going to be getting a lot of promo the next couple of weeks. And for some reason, when you die or when people think you died, that's when all of the attention is on you. You know, nobody really cares about you until you die. You know, 90% of people didn't even know who MF Doom was until yesterday. So for some reason in the media, they were calling him the elusive bard, which I have no idea what that means. But elusive bard also sums up to 71. You know, just like how he was born in 1971. Now let's look at the 62s. So he died on Halloween, October 31st. And it took his wife exactly 62 days to announce his death on December 31st. And that's interesting because sacrifice equals 62. But like I said, you know, they're not getting sacrificed. It's just the character that's getting sacrificed. Also, another thing I forgot to mention about his son, King Malachi Ezekiel DeMille. He died in 2017, right? Which was 3 years ago. And if MF Doom is 49 right now, that means he was 46 when his son died, right? And that's interesting because sacrifice equals 46 and Patrick Ewing equals 64, which is 46 in reverse. So he was 46 when his son died. And now that he's dead, he's wearing this 33 Patrick Ewing jersey. You know, sacrifice is 46. It's just way too many connections, you know what I mean? Like, this is one big riddle. There's no way you can say all of this is just a coincidence, you know what I mean? Like, it's more crazy to believe that all of this is a coincidence rather than to believe that this was staged and planned and scripted. Because like I said, this is a world stage. You know, there's a script to this world stage that we're living in. So to finish off the video, Now the question I have is, who is MF Doom? Because for some reason he never revealed his face, and even though you can see his face pretty much through the mask, he only has like 2 interviews. He never really explained who he is or what he looks like. What I found very interesting is this article from November 18, 2019. It says Hannibal Buress pretends to be MF Doom. So there's been many times where people put on a MF Doom mask and they impersonate MF Doom, which is literally what my channel is about right now. Rappers impersonating other rappers and stuff like that. So for all we know, this could be MF Doom. You know, what if MF Doom never existed and it was just other people putting on a mask, you know? Now, I'm not saying that that's true, but I'm just saying you never know. And what's interesting is that Doom admitted to hiring impersonators. And then what's interesting is that he said, I'm a director as well as a writer. He said, I choose different characters. I choose their direction and where I want to put them. So who I choose to put as the character is up to me. The character that I hired, he got paid for it. So he literally paid actors to act as MF Doom, which is crazy. Like, that's actually pretty legendary. I'm not going to lie. Like, you know, you're too lazy to go do a show. So it's like, you know what? Let me pay this dude who kind of looks like me, put on my mask, you know, and he's just going to go lip sync all my lyrics and stuff like that. And boom, we all get paid. And I didn't have to do anything. So I'm not going to lie. That's pretty legendary. But I feel like there's a bigger riddle to all of this. What I'm starting to think is that MF Doom made it very obvious that MF Doom is a character. You know, that's not a real person. So he created this character and now he's killing off that character to live his normal life. Most of these celebrities who sell out, they kill off their real character, you know, their real person. They sacrifice that and then they put on a mask and impersonate somebody else's identity. But with MF Doom, he did the opposite, you know. He never told us who he is. And the person that we saw was just a character. He wore a mask his whole career. And once he finished, he took it off. You know, most other celebrities, when they fake their death, you know, they come back wearing a mask. He did the opposite. He wore a mask. And now that he faked his death, he can take it off and nobody would even know who he is. So you guys can pause this and read all of this. He basically talks about how, you know, he's a writer. It's a show. You know, it's a stage. You know, stuff like that. So he's letting us know that this is a world stage and everybody's just a character in it, including him. Now, to finish off the video, he did a lot of symbolism, you know, of a mask and a double character type of thing. So he did this album with Caesar face. I don't know how you say it, but they did this album and it's two-faced, as you can see. But yeah, man, just a very interesting character, very interesting story. And I respect him at the end of the day because his music is legendary. And I like how he made it clear that MF Doom is just a character, you know, that's not a real person. So what I think he did, you know, he could be playing another role right now. Who knows? You know, he could be with Akil the MC, who is Tupac. If you didn't know, go watch my video about that. Some people have also told me that what if he's Jay Electronica? I don't know. But what I believe is that he faked his death. Like, he made all of this money in his career, right? Saved all of it up. That way he can fake his death and his son's death, and they can go to an island somewhere and just live peacefully the rest of their life. Or in plain sight, because none of us actually know what he looks like. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Thank you guys for watching. Drop a like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on notifications, and stay tuned for my New Year's video. It's going to blow your guys' mind, and I'm out.